Hi, I'm Tech Guy from That Tech Guy, and today we're going to be making a video about how to root and show a hands-on video of 4.2 Jelly Bean on the Verizon Galaxy Nexus. So basically what you need to root your phone is you need your original cord to connect to your computer. Of course you need your cell phone with a pretty decent battery life on it, and then you need your computer. Doesn't have to be a Windows 8 computer, but I love mine. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is download this Nexus Root Toolkit. Okay, the Nexus Root Toolkit is on the WugFresh website, so just go to wugfresh.com. Thank you to you guys for making this. All this really wouldn't be possible without it. So you go on the WugFresh website, you download it, and it will come out looking something like this. It will come out looking like this after your download. Basically, this is your program, and it has basically everything you need to root your phone. Okay, like I'm saying, unlock, root in case you need to redo your stuff. It's right there. Basically, the Nexus Root Toolkit is the best thing I've seen for rooting phones. I've rooted a couple of phones, and this is basically the best software out there to make things simpler. And so after you go to the wugfresh.com and download that, you root your device. So let's go through it. I already have my device rooted. So once you've opened the program there, you're going to need a couple of things. You're going to need to, I already have this phone rooted to 4.2, but if you don't have it yet, it would still be the same thing. You go into your settings, you go into developer options. If you don't have developer options open already, all you have to do is click the build number multiple times and it'll give you the developer options. You click developer options there, and then you need to click USB debugging, which would be here. Okay, I don't need it at this moment because once again my device is already rooted, but you would click USB debugging, connect your device in, and then after you do that, you would go ahead and click, let's zoom in here, you'd go ahead and click root right there and click install custom ROM. It will go ahead and do all the work for you. If you do have one problem I've run into is that it says my fast boot isn't, or it's called flash boot or fast boot isn't up already. What you can do is that in case you run into this problem, what you can do is turn your device off. Let's power off the device. In case you run into this problem and it says your fast boot isn't connected, just turn your device off. Okay, once you're off, you're going to hold up and down, and you're going to hold the power button at the same time. And that's going to take you to your fast boot loader. And then once you're here, you reconnect your plug, and then continue with the settings. That's, once again, this is if you run into problems where the Nexus Root Toolkit says you don't have fast boot connected. Just go ahead and go to this and then connect it back in, and it'll know what to do after that. So basically it doesn't take that long. This takes 2 to 3 minutes and you'll be rooted, and it's pretty simple. So the files you need, the basic 4.2 ROM is basically this MMuzzy. Once again, big thank you to MMuzzy and the WugFresh group. You're going to need this MMuzzy. It's MMuzzy ROM for Toro, and that's basically what you need. Let's zoom in here. See right there, it says MMuzzy ROM for Toro. If you have problems navigating, you can just go on the XDA-Developers website and search the Verizon Galaxy Nexus and look around the ROMs. You will see ROM AOPS MMuzzy ROM for Toro 4.2.1 Jelly Bean. This ROM has no hands-on. So what you want to do after that is click, there's this French Vanilla, which has a slightly modded, basically this is stock 4.2 with nothing else on it, which is, for me, I don't want any of that AOPK modifying. This is just what you need, and it's what you'll get on the Nexus 4. Click download here, and it gives you a couple of options that you normally wouldn't get. So once you have this file and the G apps downloaded, you want to connect your device, and after you connect your device, just drag it like you would do any other file. And once it's dragged, go ahead and once again, I'll show you in case you forgot. You press the up, down, and your power button to get into your fast boot recovery, okay? And once you're in your fast boot recovery, your fast boot, you want to go to recovery mode, click the power button, okay, and this is our recovery right here. This is T-Win recovery. Team Win recovery, it's the same thing as it's slightly different from the custom recoveries that most people are used to, but the interface on this one is a little bit user friendly. And what you want to do after you have both of the files on there, what you want to do is first click wipe, you want to click system, and then you would drag this across the screen. And then what you want to do is click factory reset, and you would drag this across the screen. And after you do a factory reset, you would need to do you want to wipe your cache, and then once again you would drag this across the screen, and then lastly you do a Dalvik wipe, drag this across the screen. And once everything is wiped, what you want to do is go back, click install, and then you would look for the files, and there's your Toro file down there. You would click it, and then you would pull to you would swipe again to get the file, and then you would do your GApps after. And then after you do your GApps, it's going to ask you to do a system restore, and that's when you want to do a full system restore. So I'm going to go ahead and reboot right now. Let's reboot system. You can also do it that way. So click back out of the user interface, and you'll see it shows you that you're unlocked. Okay, now we're back up. And one of the first few things you'll notice is that the font is changed slightly from the font has changed slightly now that you have 4.2 running. One of the quickest ways to know that is to swipe left, and there's your camera, okay? And it's no longer, oh look, we're looking at myself doing a video. And so you click back, and there's your home screen. A little bit more about the home screen is your Google Now is now this tiny ring down there. You hold that to go up to Google Now. You swipe left, and you have these widgets, and there's your email. I have my email, my text messages, but you click plus, and then you can choose calendar or whatever else you think is necessary. But for me, my email and my calendar is perfectly fine. Now that we're looking at the new launcher, it's a bit faster than 4.1, which is what Verizon had us running, and they were never going to update. The browser hasn't really changed much. It's still the same. They didn't change the browser. Basically, you have a new clock app. The clock app looks nice. It's just like if you own a Nexus 7, you have this clock app already. You click there to do your alarm, you swipe left to do this timer, and then you have your stopwatch here. And I think that's really necessary. They didn't have that with 4.1. You have, let's talk a little bit more about the camera app. So the camera app has a new setting. You hold there to change settings, so let's turn it back. Now we're taking a picture of there. If you need more detail on 4.2, you can look it up, but quick thing, your settings are basically accessed by holding the middle, and you can go from there, there, and all around, okay? And then another thing about 4.2 is the icons. The icon pack has changed. Your camera app looks a bit different. One thing that this app, the ROM did change is so you do one fingers down to get to your normal stuff, and then you do 2 to swipe down, which is what 4.2 has, and I think it's pretty nice. It gives you a convenient feature to have. This ROM does come with a quick settings feature right there, and allows you to choose what you want on that quick settings. Okay, so you can choose anything on here. Your torch, your this Wi-Fi AP is your hotspot, and it comes in pretty convenient. And so let's swipe down, and there we go. So let's say I want to use my flashlight. Let's turn on my torch, and boom, my flashlight is now on. And I think it's just really nice to have a quick menu to access. And once again, I'm Tech Guide. I'm Tech Guide from that Tech Guy, and this is Android 4.2 on the Verizon Galaxy Nexus.